Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be getting ready, and I just feel so excited to be in front of the camera right now, and I appreciate you guys, and you guys truly make me the happiest. Just wanted to tell you guys. It just feels good to talk to you guys. I don't think you guys know how good it feels to just talk to you guys. Let's get started. My skin, guys, has been horrible. Like, I have never seen my skin look like this. I'm gonna blame the hormones because obviously my skin has gone through a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna blame the hormones and why it's acting like this. It's honestly just really dry and I have redness. I don't know if you guys can see. My neck is a little red right here, and I think it's because I've been scratching. Very just textured and dry. And that's actually something I normally don't deal with. I feel like the barrier of my skin is just really broken right now. So I've just been trying to apply as much like hyaluronic acid, like hyaluronic serum as much as I can, because it's lacking moisture and it's just so dry. But I'm gonna go in with my glow recipe and I'm just gonna prep the skin because she is not happy with me right now. But a lot of hormonal changes have been happening. Obviously, if you guys are new here, I just gave birth to my baby boy, and it is my baby number 3. I cannot believe I have 3 kids. I feel like I have still yet to process that I have 3 kids. To be honest with you guys, it doesn't feel real. And you know how I was telling you guys on Instagram, some of you guys get it and some of you guys don't, but I was like, I'm a whole ass mom. Not that I wasn't a mom before with 1 kid, but you know, 1 kid's like fun and cute. It's like, oh, you're a mom, you know, like you're cute. And then 2 is like, ooh, there's a pair, like that's fun. But 3 is like, you're a whole ass mom. If you get it, you get it. If you pass 3, you're just a whole ass mom. Like, that's just the rule book. And who made it up? Me. But yeah, I'm a whole ass mom, and I feel like a whole ass mom, to be honest with you guys. Life's just been a little hectic in the sense of me trying to get a schedule going for myself, working and being a mom. Sorry, Ulises just texted me. He's actually in Denver right now, guys. If you guys didn't know, if you guys don't follow him on Instagram, he has been cutting the Laker players, and it's such a proud wifey moment. I'm so excited for him. Like, I don't think he realizes how crazy this moment is. Like, I feel like it hasn't hit him yet that I'm like, you do know what you're doing, right? Like, you know, like sometimes when you accomplish things in life, like I feel like you just don't see it from like an outside perspective. And like, I'm just so happy for him. Like, I'm so proud of him. He is, you know, such a hard worker, and he's come such a long way. And this is just a huge moment for both of us. We're huge Laker fans, and you guys already know, like I told you guys, that we share the love for basketball. Like, that's one thing that we've always loved, you know, since we started dating. If you guys remember, I told you guys that he fell in love with me at the mall because I was wearing a Laker jersey and he saw me. So I tell him all the time, you know, like we used to go to basketball games and like all that stuff. So together, that's just one thing that we truly just share, something that we really enjoy. But anyways, he's texting me right now because he's in Denver and he's like all excited and stuff. He should be getting here like within the next like 3 hours. He literally just flew out there to cut the players, and then he's coming back. I was like, you're gonna miss the game, and he's like, no, I land at 4:30. I'm like, yeah, he's pulling a mission right now, but I'm so happy for him. But anyways, I have my questions here. So number 1 question that I feel like everybody always just asks in any question and answers a video is how I'm doing and how I'm feeling. So transitioning to mommy of 3 hasn't been that bad. I know a lot of you guys have probably heard where they say transitioning from 1 to 2 is okay, and 2 to 3 is like chaotic. So I do agree that we are officially outnumbered. And what I mean by that is that there's just a 3rd baby that needs attention, and there's 2 of us. You know what I mean? I do agree with us being outnumbered, and that transition alone has been a little crazy. But with that being said, I do believe that it has been a little bit easier for me because Max and Camila are closer in age. So I know that there's like theories behind like how many kids is like the perfect amount, what age gaps are the perfect amount, the perfect gaps. I feel like me having Max and Camila close together was the easiest and best thing that I could have ever done. A lot of moms who only have one baby, they're usually like, no, I don't want any more kids. I can barely deal with this one. And it's usually because that one baby requires so much attention. You know what I mean? Like they really do require a lot of attention, and they don't have anybody to like play with, to entertain them with. They're just basically depending on you to always be there, like mommy, 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 mommy. I hear the mommy, mommy, mommy all the time, but I get breaks in between because they have each other. So I do feel like me having them back to back was probably the best thing that ever happened. So if you just had a baby, if you just had a baby and it's your first baby, go make another one. I promise you, it's gonna make life easier for you. I promise it's gonna make life easier for you. And Camila's crazy, okay? Like Max is like my calm baby and Camila is like my crazy child, okay? So she was a handful, but they have each other. So now that I have a third baby and there is a pretty good gap between Camila and Mateo, there's about 3 years going on 4. So it's gonna be like maybe like 3.5 years or so. With them being 3 years apart from him, the age gap is perfect, guys. Like Camila is so helpful. Max is so helpful. Like they entertain themselves. They go to their rooms and they're just in their rooms playing. If I need something, like say like I'm on the couch and I'm changing Mateo and I need a diaper really quick because I forgot, I'm like, Max, run into the room and get a diaper for me, you know? And then he'll run in there and he'll grab, sorry, my camera stopped because my memory got full. So yeah, they're just super helpful and I truly appreciate that. And they just want to be so involved. Like as soon as I get the baby ready to change his diaper, Camila already like sprinted to the to the room and brings me the diaper cream and brings me baby wipes. Like she's just so involved, and I feel like it's made the transition a lot easier for me, if I'm being completely honest. Now, how is it gonna be with this one? Growing up by himself, that's a different story. And then that leads me to another question. A lot of you guys have been asking if I want any more babies. I have always said that I wanted, if I have 3, I was gonna go for 4. I feel like it's really fresh for me to make that type of decision because I'm speaking based off of how I feel right now. And I don't see myself having any more children. I really wanted to give Camila a sister, and I feel like that was the ultimate goal, that I really wanted her to experience having a sister if I did have any more kids. But now that I have Mateo, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have any more kids. And it's honestly just because I'm 31 years old, and these next couple of years of my life, I want to just finally feel like myself again. And I was already feeling like myself, and then I got pregnant. So you guys know that it's a lot on a woman's body, and it's a lot that people don't talk about mentally, emotionally, physically. And it takes so long to finally feel like you again. And right now, I don't feel like me. I feel better than any of my other labors, I will say that. I do feel like this pregnancy was a little bit more easy on the labor part and recovery than it was. I feel like because I already knew what to expect and I already like went through this before, so it was a little bit easier on me. But mentally, it has just been very exhausting, and I have been going through really bad anxiety. But this is already like postpartum. Like this has nothing to do with like postpartum anxiety or anything. I definitely feel like it made it worse, but it's something that I've been dealing with for a very long time. And I just don't feel like I've spent enough time focusing on myself. Although children are beautiful and I love being a mom, I feel like my biggest accomplishment in life, if I'm being 100% transparent with you guys, has been present for my kids, you know, and like try to be the best mom that I could possibly be for them. And that's ultimately like my happiness, you know, like making sure that they're happy and they're okay and they're well taken care of. And I work for them. I used to work for myself, you know, and now I work for them. I work to provide them a happy and, you know, healthy life and, you know, give them everything that they need. But if I don't take care of me, then I'm not going to be able to be present for my babies. And I honestly just don't think I could go through another 9 months of being pregnant again. Would I change my mind later on? Maybe, I don't know. But as of right now, my decision's pretty much made. Like I told Ulises, I think that he should just go get a vasectomy, and I think he should get it right now that I am feeling the way that I'm feeling. Will I regret it? Probably. I mean, I don't know. I can't say. I probably will be like, oh my God, why did I send you so impulsively? But I feel like I just need to do this for me right now, you know? And I feel like I've never been like really selfish in the sense, like Mateo was not planned, you know? Like he just happened. I do feel like I probably would have just stayed with Max and Camila if I'm being honest with you guys. I don't think I would have actually tried to purposely get pregnant. So it just did happen. But then after I did get pregnant, I felt a little bit more pressure. Like I felt that pressure of like now giving Camila a sibling. And I felt like I was being selfish, you know? And I told Ulises, like, I feel crappy sometimes because I feel like I'm being selfish. Like I'm like just thinking about myself, you know? And I'm just thinking about like, well, I don't want one, so I'm not gonna give you another baby. Because if it was up to Ulises, I would be pregnant as soon as I could get pregnant. He does want to try for a fourth baby, but he 100% supports my decision. Like when I talked to him and I told him, I'm like, I want you to understand where I'm coming from. And like, we've had conversations already about this topic, even though I just gave birth. Can you guys believe I'm over here talking about other babies as I'm like recovering? But I did tell him, I'm like, I'm being 100% transparent with you. Like, I don't think I can do it anymore. Like, I just don't think my mind, my mental health could put myself through this pregnancy, another pregnancy again. And remember I told you guys when I got pregnant with this baby that I was so scared, but I knew that I was gonna be able to get through it because I was just leaving my faith in God to get through this, and that I was just gonna, you know, leave it in his hands to take care of me and take care of us. And that he did, you know, he did. He got me through pregnancy, he got me through the labor part, and I'm here and I'm okay and I'm fine. But I just don't want to push it, you know? Like, I don't want to go back to that. Even though this pregnancy, you know, might have seemed easier or faster, or, you know, based on what you guys saw on social media, it was stressful. It was the most stressful pregnancy I've been through. And having my baby, measuring small, and like so many doctor visits, and all that was just so emotionally draining. I felt like I never had a break, you know? I never had a break to actually just take in that I was pregnant, and I felt horrible. It was just, you know, I felt like I was always complaining, guys. Like, I felt like I was just complaining and complaining and complaining and complaining, and I'm like, why am I like this? Like, why am I complaining? Why can't I just be excited and happy and not worry about all this other stuff? And I just felt bad, you know? I felt selfish. And then on top of that, now that I know that I have a track record of small babies, thank God that all 3 of my babies have been okay, you know, and they're healthy and they're happy and they're thriving. Like, thank God for that, because I make really tiny babies, you know. And, you know, Camila, she spent time in the NICU. Thank God that that Mateo didn't have to spend any NICU time, but I had little 5-pound babies. And like, do I really want to keep doing that? Like, do I really want to keep just risking something happening? You know, I clearly can't make bigger babies. I clearly, you know, can't make it to 40 weeks. My water breaks, my water ruptures, my body doesn't go into labor. So there's clearly something wrong, you know? Like, there's something that's not thank God I make it to even the 37-week mark, like past the 37-week mark. But there's something happening. And I just don't know if I feel like that's me not being selfish, because I don't want to risk something happening to our next baby if I was to ever plan another pregnancy, you know? So that's just like lightly like kind of where I'm at mentally and emotionally. So if you guys do see me posting about Elisa's getting a vasectomy, do not be surprised. So yeah, that's where I'm at, guys, with babies and what I'm thinking right now. I'm gonna go in there with my favorite lash. If you guys have not picked up lashes from Evettexo Cosmetics, you're missing out. Not only do we have the cutest packaging, we have some bomb lashes. So this one's BFF. I always get so many compliments on BFF, and I am trying to put you guys on probably one of my favorite lashes of all time. You guys can use my code 143 at checkout if you guys want to pick these up. And then if you guys are also waiting for my clear glue, I am so sorry that it is taking so long. I don't have my scissors. I'm sorry that it's taking so long for me to restock. Hold on, let me butcher my lashes real quick. This is my original lash glue, like you guys know. I actually just changed the component, like the tube. And this is what it's going to look like now. So this is the one, so this is my old one, this is my new one. And we basically just changed like the cap color, and I don't know if you guys can see. It has like little like details. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is the new tube that I'm using, and that's why it's been taking so long, because I'm waiting for that tube to be finished, and production takes a long time. So yeah, I am going to be restocking soon, but you guys can still pick up my old glue on our bundles that we do have if you guys are needing any more glue. And I know my glue's the best, sorry. So I already know that you guys are like, I've been getting so many messages like, hey girl, are you gonna like restock your glue or what the heck? So the next question is if I'm breastfeeding or formula feeding, and I am actually formula feeding. I was really excited to breastfeed at least for even the first couple of weeks, even if I didn't make it super long. But unfortunately, my milk didn't come in until about maybe 4 days, 3 or 4 days. I was leaking, and my milk supply did come in very, very slow, like not enough for me to be able to feed the baby. And obviously because Mateo was so small, we needed to make sure that he didn't lose any weight, and we went straight to formula feeding to make sure that he was at least getting fed. You know, fed is best, okay? No judgment here. And it was a very different experience this time around, because my milk supply usually comes in really aggressively. Like I usually do produce a lot of milk, and this time was different. I don't know if it had anything to do with me having a breast lift. If any of you guys have had any experience with your milk supply coming in slower after your breast lift, let me know, because my lactation nurse did tell me that she has seen cases where milk supply does take longer because the nipple was detached. So implants don't, but usually a breast lift will cause something like that to happen. It can happen. We're not saying that that's probably what happened, but because I'm so used to like being pretty milky, it was very different for me. So yeah, so then after that, when my milk did start coming in a little bit more, I just didn't pump anymore. I gave the baby as much as I could probably fill up, but unfortunately I didn't produce enough for him to be able to be eating every 2 hours, which was what he was eating with his formula. And then after he, got back to his birth weight, because they drop a little and then they go back to their birth weight, we just stayed formula feeding. And it also just made things a little bit easier for us as well, because I was able to get Lisa's to help me if I needed feedings and all that. So I was a little sad about not being able to breastfeed, but he's eating and he's good. And I actually found a formula that I really like. I don't know if you guys have used it, but it's called Kendmill, and it's from the UK. It's organic, it's whole milk, so it's not like, you know, 2%. I don't know what Enfamil and Similac is. I don't know what their ingredients are, but it has very clean ingredients. It's very, very different ingredients from like Enfamil and Similac. So if you guys are giving your babies Enfamil and Similac and you guys are noticing that they're very colicky, or they're not really liking their formula, or you're breastfeeding and you're now going to transition to formula, check out Kendall Mill. It's really, really, really good. They sell it at Target. And after I did my research, I had Enfamil for Camila, the purple one, the gentlest, and she took it really well. So did Max. But this time around, I heard about this one and that it was like just, you know, pure ingredients and all that stuff. So I tried it. Max, I'm over here confusing my kids now. Mateo loves it. He digests it super good. It digests amazing for him. He's not colicky. He doesn't get tummy aches, none of that stuff. He's sleeping, you know, through like, he's having like, when he's sleeping at night, he's not like being fussy or anything like that. So I feel like it has a lot to do with the formula. Like I love, love, love the formula so far. Like he's been really like, you know, and it's been really good for like us and stuff. Let me show you guys. This is one of my samples for my lip liner. Look at how bomb the application is, okay? Just so you guys can see, because we're launching these in the next months and I'm coming out with 6 new lip kits. You guys heard it here first. 6 new lip kits. And I want you guys to see it because I'm coming out with new lip kits and we changed the lip liner formula. Like you guys remember, these were our lip liners for our older lip liners. And so although they were very buttery, they do definitely tug a little bit more. And these here, guys, oh my God, like look at this. Like I don't even want to scrape it. Like I don't even want to scrape it because it's so buttery that it's just going to like, you know, melt. But I'm gonna show you guys this color. Like this lip liner formula, you guys are going to be obsessed because you guys already know I like to fill my lips in with the lip liner, and this one's just so pigmented that you can do that. Do you guys see how buttery they are? Like what? I promise you guys are gonna be very impressed by this new formula. And then my go-to Leo baby. Lipstick formula is still going to stay the same because I love my lipstick formula already. It was just making little tweaks to the lip liner. But let me blow dry my hair real quick and I will be right back. I feel like I've rambled for so long. This video is probably super long, but thank you guys all so much for watching. I will see you guys on my next video, which will probably be a mommy of 4 night routine or a morning routine. So stay tuned for that, and also follow my vlog channel that I'll link down below because I will be doing some vlogs and just chatting with you guys and updating you guys there. You guys get the most raw stuff there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Love you guys.